Hello everyone. Okay, so you're welcome to this short video, and on this video I'd like to talk about um, understanding time frames. What is the time frame of your chart? Okay, so I'm using this platform to just explain what the time frame is. I'm using this chart to explain what a time frame is. Okay, first and foremost, you need to understand that your chart is having or is being represented with the candlesticks, as you can see them all printed on your screen. But as they are being printed, and if you're aware, let's going back to the basics, when you see the green candles being pasted, then we know what happens in the market is predominantly buying. And when we see the red that printed, then we say what the market is selling. So the green candles represent buying, while the red candle represents selling. And each of those candles actually represents the activity that happens within the period, right? So that is where the time frame comes in. In this particular case, let us start from 24 hours. For us to check the time frame, we go up here and we see the time frames all up in here. So these are our time frames. We have 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 24 hours, and you can also adjust, add other ones that you feel you may want to use. Now, these time frames are normally used for analysis. So basically, for you to be able to view the market, it has to be within a particular period, within a particular time frame. So let me try and explain this within a short period. Within as short as I can. This is 24 hours. Let's pick one of these candlesticks, for instance. Excuse me. What this means is all these candles that you're seeing, each one here represents what happened in the last 24 hours, right? And if you have watched my video talking about understanding candlesticks, I explained how this has been translated. If you have not watched it, please go back and go and watch that video to tell you everything. In this particular case, we have this red candle here. What it's saying is this, that this market in this period, in this particular time, you can see the time at the bottom. You can see the time and date on 9th July 2024 around 000 hours. The candlestick, the market price went all the way from this point here at the top here, all the way down to this point here at the bottom. And we also spoke in that video, if you watch it, we also talk about wicks, and now wicks, what it represents, and the candle body. So what happened here is this: the market opened at this point and then went all the way, went up a bit, and then came all the way down to this point and then closed at this point. And that is what it represents, that for 24 hours on that day, the market price was at this point when it opened, and it went all the way up and then came all the way down and closed at this point. So that's as simple as that. Each of these candles represent 24 hours and the activities that happens there. Now let's look at this. If we look at this particular candle that is next to it, we see that's a green candle. And what it's telling us is this. That's this. I'm talking about this candle here. To analyze this is very simple. What this market tells us is that this is the candle body and it's green, and these are the wicks. So what it's telling us is that this market was able to go all the way down to this point here, right? Came all the way down to this point and came back up to this point. So, and that means the market opened at this point, went all the way down, and then came back all the way up, and then came back down and closed at this point. That is it. This is for another 24 hours. So if you take each of these candles, for each of the candle that you see there represents what activity in the last 24 hours. So if you can be able to analyze it like that to give you an idea of how the market has been behaving. And I wouldn't like to take much of your time on this, but then if you want to reduce the time frame, you can also come to 4 hours here by clicking on any of this. You can see it also give you, this is for 4 hours. Each of the candlesticks here is for 4 hours, and it's also translated the same way. This is 2 hours, right? This is 2 hours. It's also translated the same way. This is 1 hour, right? is also translated the same way. This is 30 minutes, also translated. So this is your time frame. Your time frame is just the time, the activities that happen within that period that you're analyzing, right? So if you're in 5 minutes time frame, what you're doing is you want to see all the activities based on the time frame period that you have selected, based on like 5 minutes that you have just selected, right? So I wouldn't like to take too much of your time, but if you have further questions on this, please feel free to ask. Use any of the emails that are provided, or you can also make a comment. Please like and share for other beginners that want to know some of these things. Thank you very much.